Have you started noticing your legs don't feel as strong as they used to? Maybe your knees ache more than before, your balance feels off, or your thighs seem smaller every time you look in the mirror? Most people try to fix this by walking more. 10,000 steps a day, right? But here's the truth. Walking alone won't bring your strength back. In fact, if you don't start doing the right type of exercises now, that small weakness can slowly turn into serious balance problems, painful joints, and even falls that could steal your independence. The good news? You can rebuild strong, stable legs from home. No gym, no equipment, and no long workouts. Today, I'll show you 5 simple exercises anyone over 50 can do to bring back real leg strength and confidence with every step. Exercise number 1, standing calf raises. Most people never realize just how important the calves really are. They're not just there to make your legs look toned. They're the foundation of your balance, stability, and even blood circulation. In fact, doctors often call the calves the second heart of the human body. Every time you walk, those muscles contract and push blood back up to your heart against gravity. But when they get weak, which happens fast after 50, circulation slows down, your legs start swelling, and balance becomes harder to control. That's why people who lose calf strength often notice their ankles feeling unstable, or their legs feeling heavy after just a short walk. And it's no coincidence that studies show older adults with stronger calves have 30% fewer falls than those who don't train them. Think about that. Stronger calves literally mean fewer accidents, fewer hospital visits, and more independence. The good news? Strengthening them is simple. You don't need a gym, a trainer, or any equipment. Just your own body weight and a bit of consistency. Here's how to do it. Stand tall with your feet shoulder width apart and your spine straight. You can hold onto a wall or chair for balance if needed. From there, slowly lift your heels off the ground until you're standing on your tiptoes. Pause for 2 seconds. Really feel your calves tighten. Then lower back down with control until your heels touch the floor again. The secret here is full range of motion. Don't rush it. Don't bounce up and down. You should feel a gentle stretch at the bottom and a deep contraction at the top. Every rep should feel deliberate, like you're training balance and strength at the same time. For beginners, 2 sets of 10 reps is a great place to start. As you get stronger, move to 3 sets of 15 reps. And once that feels easy, try the one-leg version, lifting with just 1 foot on the ground while holding onto a wall for support. It'll challenge your stability and activate every small muscle around your ankles and knees. Avoid common mistakes like rocking your body for momentum or bending your knees. That takes the work away from your calves. Focus on slow, controlled movement and posture. You'll be surprised how quickly this simple exercise changes how your legs feel. After a few weeks, you'll walk with more stability, less fatigue, and more confidence. Because when your calves are strong, every step feels lighter. Exercise number 2, Bulgarian split squat. Now that we've built the foundation with your calves, it's time to strengthen the real power centers of your legs, your thighs and glutes. And for that, few exercises come close to the Bulgarian split squat. If you've ever noticed one leg feeling weaker or stiffer than the other, you're not alone. It's something that naturally happens with age. One side starts to dominate without us realizing it. The problem? Those small imbalances can lead to hip pain, knee discomfort, and even joint wear over time. That's why the Bulgarian split squat is so effective. Unlike traditional squats, this one works each leg independently, forcing both sides to get stronger evenly. It doesn't just build strength, it improves coordination, balance, and overall leg stability. In fact, research shows that people who regularly perform this movement experience up to 40% less knee pain when walking or climbing stairs. And here's the hidden gem. It also activates the gluteus medius, a small but critical muscle on the side of your hips that helps control balance. When this muscle weakens, which is extremely common after 50, even simple movements like stepping off a curb can become risky. Here's how to do it correctly. Stand about 1 big step in front of a chair, bench, or even your couch. Place the top of your back foot on the edge of that support. Keep your chest lifted, your core tight, and your front foot planted firmly on the floor. Now slowly bend your front knee and lower your body down, as if you're doing a squat with one leg, until your front thigh is parallel to the ground or as low as you can comfortably go. Then press through your front heel to rise back up. The key here is control. Don't let your front knee drift past your toes. That puts pressure on the joint. Keep your weight in your heel, your spine straight, and your eyes forward. If you start to feel wobbly, that's normal. It means your stabilizing muscles are working. Start with 2 sets of 8 reps per leg, resting for about 90 seconds between sets. Over time, progress to 3 sets of 12 reps. And when that starts to feel easy, hold small water bottles, bags of rice, or light dumbbells to make it more challenging. Now here's an important point. Feeling muscle fatigue the next day, especially in your thighs and glutes, means the exercise worked. But if you feel joint pain, especially around the knee, that's your signal to reduce range or adjust your form. Once you start doing this regularly, you'll feel more balanced, stronger walking upstairs, and more confident doing everyday tasks. Because this exercise doesn't just build muscle, it rebuilds control over your body. Exercise number 3, stationary march. It looks simple. You're just marching in place, right? But here's the truth. This movement is secretly one of the most effective ways to retrain your nervous system, restore balance, and improve coordination between your upper and lower body. As we age, the connection between our brain and muscles starts to weaken. That's why we stumble more easily or feel like our reaction time has slowed down. The stationary march helps fix that by forcing your core, hips, and legs to communicate again in perfect sync. Here's how to do it. Stand tall, feet shoulder width apart. Tighten your core, lift one knee up toward your chest as high as you comfortably can. Then lower it back down slowly and repeat on the other side. The key is control. Don't rush. Move deliberately. Want to make it even more effective? Swing your opposite arm as you lift your leg, just like you would when walking. This engages your shoulders and spine while firing up your stabilizing muscles. It's not just movement, it's retraining your balance system. Try doing this for 30 seconds at first, then build up to 1 full minute. Rest for 20 seconds and repeat for 3 rounds. You'll notice your heart rate rising slightly. That's a good sign. You're improving blood flow, stimulating your cardiovascular system, and activating deep core muscles you probably didn't even know existed. Now here's where it gets interesting. If you close your eyes for a few seconds while marching, only when you're comfortable and stable, it becomes 10 times harder. That's because you remove your body's visual guidance and force your inner balance system to adapt. It's like upgrading your internal software for coordination. Within a few weeks, you'll start noticing small but powerful changes. Better posture, smoother walking, fewer stumbles. This exercise reawakens your stability from the inside out. But don't stop here. We've only rebuilt part of the foundation. Next, we'll unlock a movement that not only strengthens your hips and lower back, but also relieves stiffness that's been holding you back for years. Exercise number 4, glute bridge. If you've ever felt stiffness in your lower back or hips, especially after sitting for long hours, this next move might just change everything. It's called the glute bridge, and it's not just another basic exercise. It's a complete reset for your lower body. Here's the truth. Your glutes are the largest and most powerful muscles in your body. But for most people, they've been asleep for years. Sitting too long literally shuts them down. And when that happens, your body starts compensating with weaker muscles, putting pressure on your lower back and knees. That's why so many people feel pain even when they're not lifting heavy weights. The glute bridge fixes that by reactivating the muscles that are supposed to do the work, your glutes and hamstrings. When these muscles wake up again, everything changes. Your posture improves, your back feels lighter, and even walking feels smoother. Here's how to do it right. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, about shoulder width apart. Keep your arms at your sides, palms down. Now tighten your core, squeeze your glutes, and push through your heels to lift your hips toward the ceiling. Hold for 2 seconds at the top. Really feel that squeeze, then slowly lower back down. That slow, controlled descent is where the real magic happens. Start with 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. As it gets easier, pause longer at the top or try lifting one leg slightly off the ground for an extra challenge. You don't need fancy equipment, just your body and focus. What makes this exercise so powerful is how quickly it delivers results. After just a week, you'll notice your hips feel more open, your lower back less tense, and your legs more connected when you walk or climb stairs. And here's a bonus. Activating your glutes also boosts your core stability. That means better balance, more control, and reduced risk of injury. It's the kind of progress that builds from the inside out. But we're not done yet, because next we're adding power and coordination. The next movement strengthens not just your legs, but your entire chain of movement, from your feet to your shoulders. It's dynamic, efficient, and one of the most underrated exercises out there. Exercise number 5, wall sit. You've rebuilt strength, balance, and mobility. Now it's time to lock it all in. The wall sit might look simple, but don't be fooled. This is the move that separates the strong from the inconsistent. Imagine holding your body perfectly still while every muscle in your legs is on fire. That's the wall sit, the ultimate test of endurance and mental toughness. It doesn't just challenge your muscles, it challenges your willpower. Here's how to do it right. Find a wall and stand with your back against it. Walk your feet forward about 2 steps, then slowly slide your back down until your thighs are parallel to the ground, as if you're sitting on an invisible chair. Keep your knees directly above your ankles, not your toes. Now hold that position. At first, your legs will start shaking around the 20-second mark. That's normal. It means your muscles are working hard to keep you stable. Breathe slowly, keep your back flat, and stay focused. You're not just building strength, you're training your body to handle fatigue. Start with 30 seconds. Over time, build up to 1 minute, then 90 seconds. If that sounds impossible right now, remember, this is where progress is made. Every extra second you hold makes you stronger than you were yesterday. The wall sit builds endurance in your quads, glutes, and hamstrings, but it also strengthens the small stabilizers in your knees that protect your joints from injury. It's a finisher, the kind of movement that seals all the hard work you've done. And when you finally stand back up, legs trembling, heart pumping, that's when you realize how far you've come. You didn't just do a workout. You rebuilt the strength, control, and stability your body was missing. But before you move on, take this as your reminder: consistency beats intensity. Do these exercises a few times a week, and you won't just look stronger, you'll move younger. Because real strength isn't about lifting heavy, it's about feeling powerful in your own body again. If you've made it this far, your body's already thanking you. But there's one more thing you need to know. Because no matter how perfect your workouts are, if you're missing this one simple supplement, your results after 50 will always be slower than they should. I'm talking about creatine, and what it does for people over 50 will shock you. Most think it's just for young bodybuilders, but science says otherwise. I've got a full video breaking down how it helps rebuild muscle, protect your joints, and even boost your brain. It's appearing right here on your screen. Don't miss it. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, because staying strong after 50 isn't luck, it's science done right.